good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of 8 for the Hour. I'm your host, DJ Ep3, and like always, I'm chilling here with my lovely, beautiful co-host, Mrs. Rachel B. Make some noise. And I got a special guest in the building today. This dude is an artist, and I don't want to just put him in that local box. This dude is an artist. He's also, I don't know, we can get more deep into that, but I feel an activist in a way. I've seen him out there doing his thing, an entrepreneur and all that good stuff. This is the homie right here, J-Zo. Make some noise for him. Let's go. Yeah. And I'm glad you made it through, man. I know we've been chopping it up a little bit back and forth trying to get you on here. So that day is finally here. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
It's been a long time coming, like I said, and been working on a lot as well.
That's good.
Long 9 months. I feel like I ain't dropped no music in 9 months.
It's been a minute for you, huh? Yeah.
Everybody's like, "You all right, man?"
They waiting on it.
Where you at?
They used to you being out there. I'm used to you being out there like that too, man.
Yeah.
I remember we first met. It was an event that Arthur Bell put on, and I was the DJ for you and Ep3. Yeah. Make some noise for that, man. That was a good time. Good show. And yeah, man, I was the DJ for these guys. Ep3, shout out to him, man. These two came and killed it, and I was a fan right away when I heard their music. So I was like, we linked up, you know, we started chopping it up and everything, and it was a good time, man. So
great DJ.
Oh, appreciate it, man. And they're dope artists too, man. If you're not familiar with this dude right here, get familiar with him, man. Check him out. And not only is he an artist, I mentioned he is an entrepreneur.
Correct.
So if we can dive into that on what you got going on. I know you got the cookie thing, but I'm gonna let you.
Yeah, I got the cookies, man. Kind of been not solely focused on the cookies.
Yeah.
But to be honest, this past 9 months, I've been focusing a lot on myself.
That's great.
The music that I was making, I kind of felt like it just wasn't me. It wasn't filling my spirit. And I felt like it was kind of like an alter ego I was fighting at times.
Oh, okay.
And I was putting myself in positions a lot of times that just made me uncomfortable. I don't like to go to the club a lot. I don't like a lot of big crowds. So I have to go to a lot of events and put myself in uncomfortable situations. I felt like ultimately it just wasn't who I was. And I wanted to alter that a little bit. I wanted to alter what I was spending my money on, how I was spending my time, how I was making music, what my music was about. And so that whole 9 months staying off social media somewhat, mostly, just kind of getting to know myself, revealing those layers, and getting ready for the next step of my life. I've been really focused on real estate.
Okay.
Airbnb, stuff like that, making some investments, getting my business credit right, my regular credit in it, and I'm ready to play ball now. I'm ready to start helping out the community. I'm ready to start teaching what I've learned literally in the past 6 months and teaching it to other people so we can start creating some businessmen and women.
That's what's up, bro. That's good stuff, man. A lot of people, man, like how old are you? I just want to know. Cuz that you seem like
take a guess.
You got your ducks in order right now. I'm going to have to say just turned 30.
32.
32. Okay, yeah. You got that mindset that when you get to a certain point in your life, I feel like 30 is when you really start to
stop talking.
Yeah,
and just
you start to think like that. So that's why I was like, man, this dude got that mentality. Like, I like that. They should
know when I'm quiet. I'm working on something.
There you go.
Something going on. I'm working on myself or something. You know.
And that's where it starts, man. Getting yourself right, getting your mental right, and all that good stuff, and then you can come out and present it. But I think that's dope that when you say change. Basically your perspective and what you were talking about in your music, what do you mean by that? Like
kind of the next step of what we were going to touch on is kind of like what we're portraying and what we're advertising. I feel like the next generation is really soaking that up. And there was some things that I would flaunt the things I would talk about. It's just negative. It brings negative energy, and it's a persona that I don't naturally portray.
Yeah.
So that's not me.
Yeah.
And like I said, I was making a lot of music I felt like for other people, and it wasn't me. It wasn't me telling my story. And so when it comes to living that or having to be in that position, and I'm like, oh, I'm uncomfortable. I don't like this. I don't like to talk about that. I'm not this person.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, all right, stop everything, reset. figure it all out, and then rebuild.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
And you think, in your opinion, do you think a lot of artists portray that, like they're good with living about or talking about the stuff they're not living or doing?
I think out here the main
too
focus is
comfortable?
everybody wants to be the ish. They want to be the ish, and everybody. I was talking to my boy Arthur Bell about this yesterday.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be that first person who made it out of Albuquerque and
Facts,
became
bro.
famous. But to be honest, we could talk about Exhibit. He don't rep Albuquerque, but
Yeah.
to be honest, his dad, he was born and raised here, still here. So it's like, it's already been done. We need to get past that now, and we need to start worrying about and focusing on helping one another, providing resources to one another, so that we can take the next step. You know, they want to grow Albuquerque super fast, but
Yeah.
it's not going to go there if we don't have that New York City or California mentality. If we don't got that business mentality, there could be people like me, you, her, and a thousand of other individuals out
Yeah.
here that's ready to make that money play. But you got 200,000 people that are ready to sit back and see, I'm going to see how it goes before I get on that type of mentality.
Yeah.
And that's really what it's going to take. So, you know, I've stopped complaining. I've stopped asking people to support me. I just do what I got to do.
Yeah.
I get more support out of state than in state anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do what I got to do, continue to make the moves, and people eventually going to see it, and it's going to change
It's gonna
regardless.
change. Yeah. And why do you think that is? Because you're not the first person I heard say, like, I get more love out of state than in state. Like, I know you said everybody's trying to be that dude, but it brings me back to a time when Houston, I always go back to that when they had it. When they had Paul Wall, Chameleon there,
Mike, what was it?
Mike Jones, like all them
Bunch
came
of 'em.
up together at the same time, brought the city with them at the same time. And I feel like that's something we need to do being our small community of hip hop and music. I feel like that's kind of the blueprint we need to take as far as getting behind each
agree.
other. So
I would agree.
I just don't understand like why people can't get that, can't see that. Like, yeah, you can. There's enough to go around for everybody to eat, and I feel like you can be part of that rather than just being the man and being in the forefront. You can be part of that. That's gonna be big either way.
Yeah.
That's gonna be big either way. Whether it's you in the forefront or you in that mix, bro.
Correct.
You're in there. You're eating. You're
Yeah.
doing your thing. But why? I don't know.
I feel like ultimately it's changing though. I would say 5 years ago, the community, the music community is not. It's not like it is today.
Yeah.
For example, 101.3. They're starting to open up slots for local talent. That
Okay.
never happened. 5
Okay,
years
yeah,
ago.
I didn't know that,
As
yeah.
much as I've been trying to get into the radio stations and talk and pay 97.3, it goes back to, you know how old
Yeah.
97.3
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
These people play so hard to get
yeah,
that we found it, we just became uninterested.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now it's like, now that they're starting to open their doors, and I'm starting to see a lot of the talent, the local talent too, starting to work with each other. And that's where what I'm working on, this next event, that I would love to have you on board.
Oh, you already know.
It's live. You already see he's already
Yeah.
on board. But
You already
I
know.
want to gather the music community, because that's one of the reasons why I came in today.
Mm.
The situation with Lawrence and Benny, the shooting that happened.
Yeah.
You know, I went to school with Lawrence.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, most people don't know that. Yeah, I went
Yeah.
to school with Lawrence. He's a little younger than me, but yeah, I believe he still went to West Mesa.
Okay.
Yeah, so that, and then seeing it starting to touch the children, it's getting a lot closer to, you know, now kids being comfortable taking guns to school and killing each other.
It's crazy.
But I feel like where it's starting is the music community, and to be specific, the hip hop genre in specific. Hip hop is the most targeted and influential music genre, and it's starting with gathering the music community and reteaching one another, helping one another again on what we promote and what we advertise.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I ain't dropped no music in 9 months.
Yeah.
I ain't dropped a video in 9 months, but all I'm seeing is a bunch of youngins pointing pistols everywhere.
Facts.
That's all I'm
Facts.
seeing.
Facts.
And so the younger generation, my son who's 12, your son, he's probably around the same,
Yeah,
getting
he's
around
10,
there.
yeah,
See,
yep.
my daughter who's 8, and these other kids, these boys who's having these problems at school, they watching these videos and they influenced about these boys pointing pistols,
Yeah,
and then they utilizing that
try to
as a
mimic.
way to take out their frustration.
Yeah, facts. And it's crazy, man. Because like you said, that comfortability about being okay with that. You know, being okay, comfortable enough to say, hey, you know, I'm gonna take this gun to school, and not to second guess that, or not to think about the consequences that are gonna come with that. It's all comfortability. It's like you see it, you're like, all right, yeah, well, this is what I do. This is what they do. This is what I'm gonna do. Like,
or and there should be some type of available resources though, so that we could prevent those problems. Big time.
Yeah. And you're saying like within the school systems, like
school systems, and then like being activists, community outreach programs, which is what I'm also working on. Next year is going to be a big year. I have a lot of stuff in store for the community, the people around me, and putting people in positions to win. But I really want to focus on providing a lot of resources for the next generation, because as me like I said, and Arthur Bell talked about it, we need to promote that it's okay to be blunt. Arthur said we need to start promoting it's okay to get your ass beat again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when
I think that's a big problem.
A beautiful video would be maybe somebody promote how a little boy may be being bullied at school, and maybe they end up taking it out to the schoolyard.
Yeah.
Maybe they get in a fight,
Yeah.
and then show at the end of the fight the little boy who won the fight pick up the other kid, shake it off, become friends, and walk away. We need to promote that instead of promoting you come and say something to me, I'm gonna shoot you in the club.
No, you're right. And I think a big factor that plays into that is social media.
Correct.
Right? Because
we promote and advertise.
When there was fights, when we fought back in the day, you heard about it. You heard about it. There was no video. There was no going viral and look at this, and everybody, you know, millions of people seeing you get laid out or whatever. It wasn't like that. You heard about it. Yeah. So now it's like everybody's pride is like, now I can't be that dude that's going viral for these reasons. I can't be the dude that's laid out on the concrete or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's really the issue with these youngins. They don't want to be that.
Type stuff too. They bad with they worse than adults.
Yeah.
Adults don't even cyberbully and talk trash as bad as these kids be doing.
Yeah. And everyone knows I'm big on that. I'm like, if you come to me on Facebook with some static, bro, I'm not gonna have it on Facebook. I don't do that.
Though.
You come holler at me, and we can holler.
Let's sit down at lunch and talk like me and squash this up, because I ain't got time to be arguing on social media like that.
Facts. I'm just OG like that. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I'll do all the social media, the Twitter fingers, all that stuff. I'm like, you got an issue, bro? Come holler at me. We can chop it up. We can see what's up. If we don't fuck with each other like that afterwards, then we just don't. And we know that, and we know where we stand, and we cool with that. That's fine. When you see me, I ain't gotta say nothing to you. You ain't gotta say nothing to me, and we just go about our business. And I think that's what they're missing, and I don't want to put that on any generation. I just feel like someone has to step up and teach them that. Like, it's okay, like you said, to take that beating. You know what I'm saying? And be okay.
Take a loss. It may not even be an aspect, but just take a loss.
Take that L, bro.
You know?
Live to see another day, like Friday. You know, you live to see another day.
Correct.
Pops was on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
but I said also when I did that, like gun intervention, so I work with brain injury patients. A lot of them, my brain injury patients have been shot, like kids.
Yeah.
So I'm a pediatric nurse. So they've been shot, and I'm like, how are you shot? But they, just talking with them, the more I got so many patients at one point that have been shot, and so I went to an intervention. And it was a lot of kids, and no matter what I told them, like, you have no pride when we have to turn you over and change your diaper. Like, all that pride is out the window. Like, there's no pride. I have never had a patient where his homies came and visit him. Right? He wanted so much, so much, oh, he's the man stuff. Nobody came and visited him and said, you're still the man. Nobody cares once you're there. Yeah. So I think the biggest thing for me was they no matter what I told them, they said, well, what if the other person has a gun? Like, it's so, they're scared to be shot. So then they shoot first. So it's like, how do we get that? First of all, why do this many kids have guns? Why is this even a worry? This is crazy to me.
Some of these kids got more guns than me.
Yeah. And it's crazy. It's like, where are you, how are you getting, how are you afford, what is your source?
Well, we were driving on Sonic, and that guy
I got to do a background check and everything every time.
They make it
you
difficult.
Feel me? So it's like,
it's difficult.
And I know a lot of these kids are getting them under
definitely. But, it is what it is. I feel like it's great to protect yourself, I'm one of those
Right.
people. I believe in that. You know what I'm saying? 100%.
agree.
You do have to protect yourself, but there is a time and a place for all that. There's a time and a place. You got to know how to handle each situation you're in your situation that you're putting yourself in. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
A lot of these kids aren't like, okay, let's say I'm not putting on nobody on blast. I'm not talking about nobody, but Lil Baby concert. I ain't going to no Lil Baby concert.
Same.
For the simple fact, I know what's going to be out there as soon as that
Correct.
Lil Baby concert ends.
Correct.
I'm not going to put myself in that situation, knowing how I am, knowing how my family is, knowing how. Why would I do that? That's
Again, that goes back to what I was telling you. I don't like putting myself in positions that I'm uncomfortable with.
Facts.
And for example, if I'm that artist, if I'm on stage, I'm up there to do what I got to do, and I'm out
you out.
backstage and I'm gone.
I'm gone. That's
Because everybody already know there's drama gonna be there, and you just pray to God that you're not the person that's gonna be on the bad end of it.
facts, man, and that's 100%. That's keeping it 100, man, and that's what it's all about, bro. I think too much pride, like we have mentioned, too much pride, and that's pretty much what it comes down to,
And
man.
like
I'm
you
not too
said, the
prideful to be like, I ain't going to no concert, bro.
Right.
I already know what's gonna be waiting on the other end when that stuff. People are gonna be looking for drama, and I'm not that dude. I got a family. I got
Too
people.
much to lose.
Too much to lose, and too many things to live for, bro. So that's where I'm at with it. And everybody knows me. I'm a family dude. So when it comes to me and mine, then I'm all willing to
Right?
protect me and mine for sure. But I mean, I'm not gonna
Agree.
put myself in no crazy position just to prove a point. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
but that's where that age comes in, that mentality change. Like I said,
Yeah.
like I know you guys are young. I know there's a lot of young kids out there that listen to this music, like we mentioned, and some can distinguish the fact the difference between reality and entertainment. Some can,
Yeah.
but not all of them can. So I feel like there's that thin line that I think I mentioned this before with parenting, man.
That's what I was gonna say. I think that's where the parenting come
Yeah,
in.
parenting is big on that because you gotta take the time to explain to your kids what's real and what's not. And I feel I do that with my boys because I know what music they listen to. I know what MJ's listening to. Will I stop them from listening to it? Me personally, no, because the music I grew up on was the same, you
just
know,
bad.
and I feel like and I feel like my mom did a great job of letting me understand, like, yeah, that's music, but this is real life. You live like this, there's consequences to the way you live and what you're doing, and there, you know, and I understood that as a kid. So that I feel like as a dad, I got to put that out there for my sons too. Yeah, this is good music. If you want to listen to it, that's fine. Dance to it, that's cool. But don't get it twisted. These dudes are going home and they ain't doing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't also want to put no filter on life.
Exactly, exactly.
Because life is not full of, like, I teach my son right now, like, the world is an ugly place.
Yes.
People trying to steal from you, people trying to take your money and everything else. So
Facts. That's just, like you said, that's life, yeah.
you better get ready for it. I'm teaching them now about the credit score. You got a good score,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can get whatever you need.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure your score is good.
Oh,
You
yeah.
it's coming.
Yeah, yeah.
Get ready.
Yeah.
Getting ready for that generational
ready.
wealth, getting ready to teach
You know,
them about
for real.
land and buying that land, bro. That's where I'm at too, bro. I'm trying to get up there. I want land, bro. I want to get some land for years to come, generational shit. You know what I'm saying? That's where my
the way to
mind
go,
is at,
son.
bro. So hopefully soon, man, we can get that going. But I feel you, man.
I think, you know, me, I love that Still Trappin' song by King Von.
Oh yeah. King
Yeah.
Von and Lil Durk.
Yeah, but I think, like you said, advertising, nobody's showing, well, not only is King Von dead now, what he was rapping, but, like, Lil Durk ain't happy, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like, but they don't see that. They just see him still promoting the same stuff. But
Yeah.
he's still hurting. I mean, he doesn't want to lose people either. And I
Facts.
think kids don't realize it till it happens. Like, they actually lose someone.
And they have such a lot of these artists, they're icons. They got such a big following with the youth,
Oh yeah.
you know?
Oh yeah.
And it's
Super
like
big.
it'd be nice to have some artists that are promoting the right agenda,
Facts.
Yeah.
which is, like I said, another
And that's
reason.
and that's
why.
where you headed, right? That's what
Yeah,
that's the
correct.
next step.
That's another-
This
yeah.
next project, that's what it's
Whether-
gonna be.
all next year. In
Oh,
general,
yeah.
this next wave of what
Oh,
I
yeah.
got moving is the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing.
You have any futures collaborations that you're working on with that, or is it all solo?
It's not gonna be solo. I have an album I'll be dropping next year. I haven't came up with the time frame,
Okay.
but that's gonna also be based off my book.
Okay.
So yeah, that's
nice.
gonna be a really dope project. But that's kind of like towards the ending of 2022, kind of my later focus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spill the beans here a little bit, but the convention is going to be January 22nd, 2022.
Okay.
The first annual New Mexico Music Convention. We're
Hey.
gonna bring all genres. I want all genres welcomed. Bands, pop, hip hop, rap. If you're in the music, if you want to be in the music industry, that's you're into photography. If you make beats, any and everybody, I want you welcome to this convention. There's gonna be so much stuff we're gonna be doing to
That's
promote
what's
this.
up.
We got 3 months to promote this. But like I said, I want to gather the music community in general.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we can, number one, take accountability for our actions.
Mm-hmm.
And number two, help teach each other and share resources with one another.
Definitely.
That's what it's about,
Definitely.
right? There's a lot of record labels or so-called record labels out here, but I'm going to really be honest with you. In other states, record labels are offering a chain, $25,000 and a Mercedes-Benz. Nobody's doing it out here like
Yeah.
that right now.
Yeah.
My point is, we want to show people, if you want to have a record label, how we can properly utilize your resources so that you can be a legit record label. We have a lot of artists out here. There's just not a lot of opportunities. So
Definitely.
instead of me being a rapper or an artist, I focused on kind of being a teacher and creating opportunities for people rather than being the person taking advantage of the opportunities. Because there's
need
too
more.
many artists and too many talented individuals, but not enough opportunities.
You're right. And we need more of that, man. We need more people in the position to help people to think like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, there's a lot of people that
So
are
it
in that
starts
position and
thinking like that.
Yeah.
That's where it
Yeah.
starts at.
There's a lot of people in that position who can help, but they rather take advantage of the person. They rather take the new guy that has no clue about how the business is ran and then milk them, or be like, hey, you owe me double this.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that overpriced stuff, all that stuff, man. I get it. It's business. You got to make your money. I understand that. But there's also a line where you can still profit and still give somebody, the gems they need to proceed to grow their career. Or, maybe you can hold a class. Like at one point I was teaching kids who wanted to DJ right out of my spot. My son wants to be a DJ. Okay, bring him over for sessions. I'll show him, what I know and
stuff
whatnot.
like that is wonderful.
Yeah, and I love that type of stuff, man. Especially if they're really into it, bro. Anybody can hit me up and be like, "Hey, my son is into this," and if I got the tools or anything that they can utilize, I'm always for like.
See,
Hey,
that's what it's about.
I'm that dude, man. I'm like, I love to see that because you plant a seed and you never know where it can take them in life.
It's
You know what
gonna
I'm
grow,
saying?
yeah.
And they'll remember. They'll remember stuff like that.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? They'll remember. Oh man, I remember Ep3 took me in.
Yeah, it'll change their life.
Yeah, definitely.
It'll change their life.
It's definitely big. If you I know you're saying that you're gonna change. You're gonna change. You want to change the perspective of where, what the hip hop scene is like out here. And is there anyone that you would love to have along with you, local wise, or not even local wise? Is there any artist that you would love to have a long ride with you and be like, hey, we could both get like that following that you would like to bring along with that?
Like, you mean specific, like an artist, or like just a person in general?
It could be a person. I was looking more for artist
For an
type
artist,
to
like a local artist.
Yeah. Or if there's anybody that that's kind of on the same page as you, or you would love to try to sit down with them and change their perspective of.
That's what the convention is about. Because
Okay.
to be honest, there's a lot of talented artists. There's a lot of artists out here that are more talented than me when it comes to music. But I become uninterested when it comes to their message. I like to hang around people that I can learn from. I
Yes.
like to listen to songs that make me feel something, that
Okay.
make me feel good, that put me in a creative state. Like I said, there's a lot of talented artists out here, but the message, what they're portraying, is
It's not
not appealing to me. So it's like, I would love to work with a lot more artists, and that's why I want to create a lot of opportunities because, like I said, the mentality in Albuquerque is everybody's performing, they're going to the show, and they want to be expected to be the hottest one there.
Yes.
That needs to change to, okay, there's a show, and there's a bunch of dope artists there. I'm going to have a good time and to show love to everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
That's how it needs to be.
I feel you, man. Yeah.
And if we could get that, not just me, but you're gonna see all kind of people come out of the woodworks and be like, okay, they doing this here, they doing that. I want to be involved, and that's why I said the convention. This is not for anybody who carries a pistol on them. This event is not for you. This is drama free. We're coming here to support one another. We're coming here to learn, and we're coming here to grow, to take our careers and our crafts to the next level. And like I say, you're gonna see a lot of people like myself. I was talking about it yesterday. You're gonna see a lot of people in the next 5-10 years look back who have changed.
Yeah.
And the vice versa, the people who haven't changed look and see somebody change their whole life, become famous or just successful, move on to another state.
Yeah.
And then there are going to be those people that are still right in the same position they were at 5-10 years
That's
ago.
true.
Think
That's
about
true.
that.
I've seen it.
And, and you and me, I'm pretty sure, and a bunch of other people probably may not even be here no more.
Yeah.
Or if we are, our situation going to be totally different.
Facts. That's 100% facts, man. Yeah, no, I agree. And the convention, that sounds like something that we got to make that happen, man. Y'all
I need you on as
there.
DJ there.
I'm
foremost, hey, and check
I'm
it out.
there.
I'm spilling some more beans. This is gonna go down at the Marriott Pyramid.
I'm there.
It's gonna be.
I'm there. We gonna
classy,
get all the details.
extravagant, and there will be food provided.
I'll be there.
Like I said, the flyer will be coming soon, and I want people to jump on the opportunity. I really want them to, because you know how Albuquerque is. Everybody wanna be the last person to pay at the door. They want to wait till the last second. And what I'm gonna tell you is, this is where we're gonna start separating who's serious with what they doing and who's not serious, who's willing to just take the back seat and see what's going on. We charging. This is not a free event.
I feel you.
This is not a free event. People need to understand that you need to invest in yourself. It's like when you join the football team, what you got to do? You got to pay, because you need a helmet, you need a jersey, you need pads, right? When you join the basketball team, what you got to do? You got to pay.
Yeah.
You got to pay to play.
Yeah.
So we're going to separate the people that are willing to take their craft seriously and the people that are not. The people that are willing to invest in themselves and the people that are not. You can get the basic experience at the door paying, or you can get the full experience with the care package and everything else.
Yeah.
For the full.
Yep.
What are you willing to invest in with yourself?
You get in what you put in. You know what I'm saying? You get it what you put in. I agree, 100%. That's how it rolls, man.
Yes, for sure. I know you said that you get a lot of love, more love out of state. What keeps drawing you back to New Mexico?
New Mexico, I would have to say, weather-wise, is safe. New Mexico, I would consider New Mexico, if I was an outsider looking in, or just being here but from here, this would be a perfect place to retire.
Right.
Facts.
You got some money, and it's cheap here. A lot of people out of state don't know that you can get so much space here.
Yeah.
You go to New York and rent a hotel, watch how small that hotel is, and you can get more room in the Motel 8.
Yeah.
Than you can. Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I
No,
right?
you're
in
right.
A lot of
You're
places.
right.
So it's
we
like,
lived in a studio in
I mean,
California that was probably as big as this room.
In
I'm
LA,
telling you.
bro.
So I really just, I'm gonna branch out. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have a setup here and a setup in multiple different states. Always have a home front here, so I can come back home, because my mom's here.
Yeah.
My dad's here. My brother's here. So my main is here.
This is where it's at.
This
Yeah.
is home.
I feel you.
And I got it set up here. I want to make sure I'm focused on leaving imprints right now, creating businesses,
There you
creating
go, bro.
jobs, so that when I'm gone, I'm still here.
Yeah.
Something I left an imprint. That's
man,
the focus right now.
that's the same thing I talk about, man. That's the same thing I
focus.
talk about. So I definitely feel you on that, 100%. That's one of my goals too, man. If once I'm gone, I still want to be here in some sense and leave that, you know what I'm saying? So and leave my mark here. So I definitely feel you on that, 100%. With the entrepreneurial stuff, do you find it rough coming up as an entrepreneur, as far as, like you had talked about, it's not a free event, we're gonna charge, invest in yourself. Do you find it difficult to find people to kind of get behind that, like, and support you? Do you got people that want the discount, or can I get it for free, or can I? Do you find
you're
yourself
always gonna have those?
Yeah.
And to be honest, I used to be a lot more of a pushover. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
A lot more of a pushover than I am now.
Yeah.
People mistake my kindness for being a fool.
Okay.
And I, like I said, before the cutoff and before the silence, I just got fed up.
Yeah.
With everything.
Yeah.
Everything. And I was like, I'm gonna change it. But yeah, you have your people that want to take advantage. I have people that would, I did business with. A gentleman in Baltimore, for example, won't give his name, but
Yeah.
we only met because he left a comment on a project I was working on, and it led to me making a flyer for him and doing all kinds of other free work for him.
Okay.
And then when it came time for me to be like, hey, I got a release, go share this for me, silent. So it was like, you have your people that are going to just want to get the discount, want to get free stuff out of you and use you for what they can use you for. But the ultimate key to that is people will only do to you what you allow them. So the second you cut it off, there's no source.
You're good to go. You're good.
There's no source.
Okay, yeah, I like that,
Feel
man.
me?
That's gems right there. Gems right there. Back to, okay, I know you mentioned the festival or the convention. If you had a festival where you can have at least, let's say, 3 headliners, including yourself. No, not including yourself. I want you to try to pin it down to 3 headliners, whether locally or, any artist that you can think of that you would want to headline for your festival. Who would you choose?
I already have one right now that comes to mind. Chloe Nixon immediately.
Okay.
Just because of, just like I said, this is an elegant and classy event. And
Okay,
I don't want
yeah.
nothing too gangster.
Yeah.
Nothing too. There's gonna be a large variety of people, large genre of people. So I want it to be something, like I said, classy, something elegant, something that will maybe make people stop what they talking about and watch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Chloe Nixon's voice is just beautiful. She's a star in the making too, a young talent from here that will.
Nice.
I see in the next 10 years.
Okay, Chloe
probably
Nixon.
before then she will. But her, I would like to have a band, to be honest.
Okay.
I'm really getting into live band. More
That's what's
than
up, man.
just
Ain't nothing
putting a
wrong with
record
that. I
on
love a
and going
live
with the
band,
mic.
bro.
I love
Yeah.
live bands. Everybody playing the individual instruments, but
Yeah, that'd be
hers, to be honest, right now is just the only one. To be honest,
Yeah, that's the one. That's
yeah.
a go-to. Okay. So Chloe Nixon,
I
you said.
I see her voice, singing in that room while everybody's collabing, chopping it up. Nice, calm mood, soft voice, and everybody's able to, chop it up, network, eat some food at the end of the event. I see that going on.
All business.
Entertainment, you know what I'm saying?
All business. Yes, sir. Besides that, who do you see as your influences? Like, who influenced you to even start and become an artist?
Man, I like old school music.
Okay.
I was born in '89, but I love the '90s. The '90s was my favorite.
That was it.
time. So I love a lot of older music. I liked, Nas, Ludacris, Usher. I was Michael Jackson, obviously, but
yeah.
nowadays it's kind of like I don't really like a lot of the music nowadays. I'm really old school.
Just keeping
Marvin Gaye.
Keeping it on the OG
I'm on
stuff.
my dad's train right now.
Okay.
To be honest. I'm talking about 60s, 70s, 80s music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that, man.
That's what I'm on. If I was to run through my oldies playlist right now, you'd probably be like, okay,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I'm an
You be
oldies,
like that?
I'm an oldies guy too,
That's
bro.
me.
Yeah.
That's
So
me.
definitely, that's what I came up on, man. That Motown sound, all that good stuff. Yeah, I feel you. I think if you were brought up on that, bro, that usually makes some great artists. If you were influenced by that.
Man, Alicia
Some people
Keys,
take
Beyonce at her early stage.
Yeah.
A lot of them. Aaliyah before she passed. I mean, the late '80s, early '90s, there was a lot of like beautiful music. Because there's music make kids too. There's music make you cry.
Yeah.
Make you mad.
Yeah.
And hip hop, I feel like in the '90s was at its best.
I feel you. Do you feel it told more of a story back then?
Correct.
Is that what made it?
I feel like that was the
yeah.
true definition of hip hop. It was
I feel
all
like
about
it
the
did.
grimy struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I think so
abuse,
too.
the single moms, the kids growing up on the block, having to witness
Yeah. I think the
gangster
story.
stuff. You feel me? Yeah.
I feel the story everybody could relate, and that's what
It's died,
hit
man.
home.
It's died. Hip hop. That definition
Yeah.
of hip hop needs to be reinvented
Yeah.
because
Now-
it's gone.
like they say now. It's more like a trendy hook and some words. You know what I'm saying?
And the
Trendy
beat,
hook
it's
and
the beat,
words.
it's
Yeah,
the
and
beat
then
they
definitely
ride
the
right
beat.
now.
Yeah,
It's the beat.
That beat is number one right now. I think 2000s.
Early 2000s was on key still.
It was there. I think it was more of a, would I say party, maybe club ish. I don't know. Maybe that's when I was clubbing the most, and I felt that's what connected me the most in the 2000s. But it became more trendy with the hook, and then all the beats pretty much sounded the same.
They were starting to figure it out.
Yeah,
the elite, I'll call them the elite, the leaders of the music industry. They was figuring that out.
Started being a little bit more
wish-washing. They was trying to get. They at that point too. You notice they was kicking a lot of the artists out that wasn't with the stuff. Like Big Boy, for example.
Yeah,
a lot of them in the early 2000s, you see them just they're gone.
Yeah,
they're because they was trying to get they certain set of artists and sound that was going to promote the agenda and the things in the music that they wanted to promote.
They got the
and when they didn't, get the boot.
Yep. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So you ain't messing with. Do you have any new artists that you're like, I can kind of deal with that?
If Joyner Lucas, I like Joyner Lucas.
Okay, yeah,
I like
definitely.
Kendrick, I like J. Cole. Nipsey was also one of mine. I really like Nipsey.
Yes.
Trying to think. Murray's dope.
Murray.
Like
Quicksand.
Yeah.
Got you. Yeah.
Watch. Let me.
That's my fault, man.
He said, that's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Was it Sway Lee? I like his music too. I like Sway Lee's music.
All right. Yeah.
What's his Lucky Day? I like Lucky Day.
Lucky Day. I don't know.
You heard Lucky Day. Roll some more.
Nope.
Yeah. Oh, you gonna have to listen to that.
I'm gonna have to. All right, Lucky Day.
Lucky Day.
I'm gonna look him up for sure. Yeah, that sounds like something I would get into too.
I'm kind of transitioning from rap and hip hop to more of like a pop.
Okay.
Like pop, man.
And with the live instruments and everything,
music
you feeling
is nice. I mean, all of that, man. I just like music that kind of makes me feel good now.
Yeah.
If it makes you rock, you with
know
it.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's how I am too, man. I feel like
I'll do some soft rock.
Yeah,
you feel me? I'll do some soft rock. Yeah, correct.
If it's moving you and it's in your spirits and your heart, I say
Energy,
do
right?
it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I say I feel you, man. That's how I am too, man.
I know you said you're writing a book. Would your book be about, like, your story musically,
my life,
your
everything
life story?
in general? Yeah. I grew up in state's custody. For those people that don't know, I grew up in state's custody from 5 to 18.
Mm-hmm.
So telling that whole story and then having my son at 19, I feel like this book is going to be good for anybody who grew up in the state's custody. If you grew up with domestic violence in the family or abuse as a child, if you're struggling with relationship problems, if you're somebody who has children and both of your kids have two different moms, a lot of people deal with drama with that. So trying to cope with that.
You're right.
People dealing with substance abuse. A lot of different things. This is really going to be able to touch and influence a lot of different genres of people that have a lot of different issues that I struggled with. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I like how you using that though, and trying to help in that sense. You know what I'm saying? And the book and the music and trying to reach this generation, because you never know what anybody's going through. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And there could be a kid that is going through exactly what you went through that will read the book or hear about you or hear the music and be like, oh, okay, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what it's about. At the end of the day, I feel like that's what it's about 100%, because I think that's what made great artists still relevant to this day. Like Pac was one of those people that,
the backstory.
You know, you hear his story, you hear his music, you're like, man, like you said, the single moms and you know, growing up in certain areas, man, you relate to that. You pick that up and you're like, oh man, yeah. I can hear that. I understand. You know what I'm saying?
People can relate to it. It touches them.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's like an experience they'll never forget. Like listening to a song that just touches them
takes you
forever.
back.
Well,
you hear a certain song and it just takes you back somewhere, and you're like, oh man.
And it brings up a memory.
Yeah. All the time. It's crazy. But what I thought was dope, man, is how we came full circle. I don't know if you know, but your aunt and my mom were like,
I was gonna ask you, and I told my lady, I said, you know, I don't know if they were best friends or related. I was like, I don't know if me and Mike are related.
No, they were like,
you know, my cousin who's all the way in Florida.
I grew up with them.
Oh,
all
really?
of them. Yeah, I remember you as a baby. See, it was a long time ago. That's how I'm showing my age right now. But man, yes. My mom and your aunt were best friends. I grew up with BJ, Chris, all them,
Really?
Veronica.
Okay.
Yeah, we like oh man, we were little to they left and went to Florida.
Yeah.
Man, we were like tight, bro. And
really?
One of my brothers, we were
literally. I was wondering because y'all
brothers,
sharing Facebook, liking each other. Congrats!
Yeah,
I'm like,
those are
is
my
this
boys.
Dude undercover my family. How is it connected?
Pretty much, bro. Like we grew up together. I mean, like those were my brothers, man. At one point in life, and then they moved or whatnot. But I think it's dope how we came full circle, and here you are right here.
Yeah,
and I think
that's because
I remember you being
I was in
young.
State's custody then, man.
I remember.
So it's like I was gone that whole time.
When you mentioned that, I do remember that stuff, man. And I was young at the time, but I knew what was going on, and just to see you now and what you're doing and everything, that's dope, man. Like
and everything ain't great though.
No, I feel you.
Make sure that
my
life is just like everybody else.
No,
I want to make sure the viewers know that because everybody be thinking it, and I get family that's like, oh, I'm your family here, and I'm like, no.
Yeah. And you got to be like that.
My
sometimes.
life is just like everybody else's.
I feel you.
know.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel
it's
you.
Good
but
to see how it's connected.
You still came around full circle, bro, and I like that, and I like seeing what you're doing, man, and continue to do what you're doing at the end of the day, bro. Because like I said, it's all about changing lives, man, and I feel that, like you said, that's where you're at, and I feel that's where a lot of people need to be, man. A lot of people need that.
And your life doesn't have to be perfect, but the fact that you say you were in State's custody and now you're thinking about investing, that alone means a lot to kids that are in State's custody where they don't even see that far.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I think
back then I wouldn't have imagined myself being where I'm at or doing the things I'm doing. Right. I have every excuse of why I could be a failure. I have every excuse of why I could go and do something bad or kill somebody or take my frustrations out on anybody. Yeah. But I decided to, use it as fuel to push me to be better.
To do something
and
different.
I encourage everybody else to do the same.
Got to transfer that energy.
For sure. Do you think it was something that someone told you, or do you think, because, like, I also have family that, I could have been a lot different too, like different outcomes. And do you think it was something, and a lot of times sometimes I have survivor's remorse, like, well, why was it, like, why didn't I? But I could never pin it down why I was different. You know what I mean? Like, of course, my dad and mom, but even then I had problems, but it was just like, it was meant to happen sometimes, it feels
that's
like.
exactly kind of how it feels like.
Yeah.
I do feel that not necessarily meant, but kind of when I look back at it, it kind of seems like that, kind of how everything happened, because it was me being the older brother, everything happening because somewhat of me, and I kind of had a guilty conscience for years because technically everybody got taken away because of me, because my dad I woke up I remember it like it was yesterday. I woke up one morning, I pissed the bed. My dad came in, beat the hell out of me, and left bruises all over me. I went to school, and then that's, the teachers, once they see something, they start investigating. I go in the room, then the principal come in, then the police come in, then both my parents come in, and I'm like looking like, what's going on? So I kind of had a guilty conscience a little bit for several years, feeling like this is because of me. This is something that I did, but like you were saying, looking back on it now, I kind of felt like everything happens for a reason. And I felt like if that didn't happen, I don't know, maybe my mom wouldn't be alive today. Maybe one of us wouldn't be alive due to severe, abuse. So, I mean, everything happens for a reason. And to be honest, I grew up independent because of the way I was raised, the system. So I feel like that mentality has benefited me. To push me to, when my back is up, I kind of am in a position all the time mentally sometimes where I feel like it's only up to me.
Right.
And that can be bad at times, because especially when you're in a relationship, you got to learn to work with somebody else.
Facts.
But for a long time, I had that. That's driven me.
Yeah.
I only got me. It's only up to you. Your back's against the wall. No one cares. Get to it.
Yeah. I feel you. That makes a lot of sense. But do you think that's helped? The way you grew up, do you think that's helped you become a better father in a way? Do you think did you try to flip the script and be like, hey, I
would say so, and I can't sugarcoat nothing, because I did, struggle with that in my early parts of being a father.
You were young.
At 19, I had my son at 19 years old, so it was a young
growing.
me. Yeah. And a lot of times when I would get mad, I would hit my son too. I would find but I would feel like I wouldn't do it as severe, but I'm heavy-handed. I don't know my my strength.
Yeah.
So I would sometimes do too much, and then I got to the point to where I was like, all right, I don't like this,
Yeah.
especially afterwards, because I would feel horrible.
Yeah.
And then I got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm finding a different form of discipline for my son.
I feel you.
You know, and that was like at like 2 or 3.
Okay.
So since then, I mean, I went to the old school way I was raised, get on the wall. Not that young, but
Yeah.
as he got older, I was like, you think I can't do this? Okay, get on the wall. You dish punishment to yourself. You put yourself into pain. And I kind of felt like putting him in that mentality, he started to understand, if you don't like the way this feels, think about that beforehand.
Yeah, about
That-
where the consequences are.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct. You don't like pain, you don't like this situation. Think about that when you're making decisions, so you don't got to be in that
Facts.
situation.
Right.
And that's big, bro. And I've talked to, like, me and my sister-in-law, we had that conversation, and I, you know, because I don't think she spanks, but I'm a spanker, right? I'm a
Lay it out.
disciplinary. I don't like to spank, but I am a spank type father, right? So, and I think she said she doesn't, and I was just like, I just feel like they have to know that there's consequences to what they've done. Maybe there is a better way to show them that, but I feel like this is the way I know, and I feel it works. So
yeah, and I feel, didn't mean to interrupt you. I feel
No, go
like
ahead.
more so the motive for me and what I was trying to teach was to distill, I mean, I don't know if it's wrong, but to distill that fear in the heart. They have to understand I'm alpha.
yeah,
And if you think about it, you look at any type of culture, any animal, they do it too.
yeah.
They,
I personally don't see nothing wrong with that.
Lions, everybody, dogs. When the puppy's messing with the mom or something
Yeah.
too much, dogs will mess the puppy up.
Yeah.
I mean, and so it's kind of like distilling that fear in the heart and helping them understand I'm in charge.
Yeah.
I seen growing up in one of my foster homes, I seen one of my foster moms beat her 15, 16-year-old kid and whoop him with the belt for acting up in school. And it's
Yeah.
like, yes, ma'am, after that. And I'm watching like,
I don't want that to be me.
well, I kind of told her because I got a different punishment because I'm in CYFD. So
Okay.
you're not supposed to beat the kids. So it was at the point where I was like, can I get a whooping? Because
Oh, you felt bad.
my stuff was kind of more intense and it lasts longer, like
Oh,
a
got
few
you.
days 'cause of this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, can I get a whooping
Can
so
I get
I
that?
can get that, get
Yeah.
over it and be done with
Yeah.
it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No,
You
yeah,
see what I'm
yeah,
saying? Rather
yeah.
than have to
Yeah.
miss out on a present or something.
Yeah.
Or
I'd rather have that. That
Give me an
seems
ass
quick.
whooping,
I can
yeah.
deal with that pain for a little bit and be right on my
Correct.
way. Yeah,
But
that makes a lot of sense.
But seeing that and then seeing them now, because now I'm really, those are like my brother and sister now. That's we were raised
Yeah.
together and they treat me like their brother.
Yeah.
Seeing how they turned out, how they treat their mom with so much respect,
Yeah.
love, and everybody supports and is there for one another.
Yeah.
It's almost like if that was bad, that relationship wouldn't be like that.
Right.
I agree.
It's that discipline that's instilled. You
I
know?
agree 100%. And that's why I feel like, because when I came up, we got spankings. Me and my brother and sister, we got spankings, man. But I feel like that's one of the things that we feared. We feared our mom, you know, but we respected her at the same time.
He said feared. Yeah, she made sure
we didn't want to get we didn't want to
Yeah.
get in trouble. We knew if we was in trouble, we gonna get a spanking.
But see, and then that right there, that simple fact made you think now.
Yeah.
I
Oh
don't
yeah. I
want
was
that.
thinking. I was like, oh snap, boy.
Yeah.
And we did something wrong. We'd be like, which one of us is going down for this?
Yeah.
Which one of us is taking this whooping for what we did? But I feel it helped, man. I feel like it made me understand, like, hey, think about what you're doing because there's consequences to
Correct.
my decisions. Once this decision is made, I'm going to have to deal with it. Whether I want to deal with it or not, it's coming. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I feel like that's one thing that it does. So I continue to discipline my children the same way that I came up. Probably not as bad, but
Yeah, and as it get
Not that
older,
my mom-
though, he doesn't have to be.
my mom
as
didn't
bad, you know?
abuse me, but hey, them spankers was something else. I ain't gonna lie,
Hey, they
boy.
feel like something else. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
man, that's just, and I agree with the, letting them know you're the alpha.
The alpha.
I feel.
Because that's what's wrong with kids right now. Like a lot, not all kids, because it all starts with the parenting, but there's
Yeah.
a lot of kids that rolling over their parents, disrespecting their parents,
I see it.
disrespecting other adults
I see
because
it.
there's no
I see
fear
it.
there. They feel like they can just, but until they find somebody that whoops their butt, and
Yeah.
I guarantee you they don't face that person no
yeah.
more.
Yeah. I agree.
That would show a sign that that's what you need
Yeah.
in your life.
I agree, man. I agree.
There's a lot of grandmas raising kids too, and those kids, grandmas don't rate, or they're older.
They're a little softer on their grandkids.
Right, it's hard.
They're a lot softer on the
older,
grandkids. Yeah,
you know? So
they're a little vulnerable.
That's the part too. There's a lot of grandmas raising.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Kiddos.
I agree.
Yeah.
My grandma, I think my grandma spanked me one time, and she felt so bad. I remember her feeling bad for it, and she never spanked me again.
Really?
And yeah, she was
It's
just
that
kind
feeling, I'm telling you.
Yeah, she was just kind of like, man, I didn't want to do that, but I was doing something stupid, and I kept doing it over and over, and I think I was trying to try her patience to see, because I knew she
But
wouldn't.
you said you said she would hold you down.
Oh yeah,
that was worse than
that was
getting
yeah.
spanked.
I would rather get spanked. My grandma, when I was out of hand and she didn't want to spank me, she would like kind of wrap my arms like this, and then
hold
she
you.
would just leave me there. And I'm like, man, I cannot wait this. This ain't gonna take
My
too long.
foster mom used to do that when I act up.
Man,
That's
and
what
she
did.
held me there
Yeah.
so
what you were
long
talking
to
about.
where
Yeah.
I got
When you want to act a fool, and once you get in like this, and you recognize you can't go nowhere, and then they wrap their legs around you.
mentally, I was screwed. I was like, she ain't never gonna let me go. I was trying to bust out that mug. I was,
and they trained. That's a trained hold for kids who act a fool.
Yeah, it worked.
Believe it or
I
not.
was like, man. And there was one of those. It was one of those moments where I was like, I'd rather get the spank and get it over with, because she was holding me for a minute. I said, this ain't never going in. Mentally, I was messed up. I was like, this ain't never going in, man. But yeah, shout out to my grandma, man. But yeah, man, I know we took a left turn,
Yeah, sorry.
but
It was all good.
yeah.
See in the background.
Oh
That's
yeah,
good.
oh yeah. But back on the music tip, back on the music scene. Would you? I know we mentioned collaborations earlier, but is there somebody? Are you the type of person that wants to be recording with somebody in the studio? Are you a solo guy? Let me write my verse and then you come in, or do you
I get
catch
down
that
in the studio
vibe
with everybody?
So you're catching that vibe with everyone you work with. Okay,
That's how we do it. We know when I work, unless you're out of state. If it's out of somebody I'm networking out of state, then I'll go do it by myself and send it back. But locally, I like to meet up with people in person. I like to work in person.
get that.
It also shows people are serious. There's a lot of stuff that goes into making music. But a lot of those gems I want to drop at the convention, because like I said, it's just a lot of people kind of go over that kind of stuff, and it's like it's not a lot. It's just music's not being dropped, promoted, and done correctly.
Yeah.
And
that's something you're trying to change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to help change that. Change that.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, anything I could do, man, I'll be down with it.
The PA, you're gonna be the DJ there.
Okay.
And we gonna make sure we got your mics and everything.
Let's do
they said
it.
If we bring our own sound, we good to go. So
I'm with it.
Marriott Pyramid, January 22nd.
I'm with it.
Coco Pelli Room.
I'm with it, bro. Yeah, definitely. And is there any pre-show rituals or pre-show things you do before you go on stage? Are you doing anything? Or are you just hitting the stage and you out? Or how do you?
What is that, like when I perform in general?
Yeah.
No pre-rich. I'll probably go pray to God for real quick and ask just to give me strength. Let me deliver like I know I could deliver. That's about it. I ain't had the mega shows like I'm pretty sure I'm about to have one day,
man.
but when it gets to that point,
sir.
I'm sure there'll be a little bit of nerves or something. But normally I don't really have too much of that anxiety anymore. I kinda got over
kind
that
of just
now. It's kind of, I like to go up there and have fun.
There you go. That's what it's about, man. I know when I don't know, man. I feel like even if I know what I'm doing on my gigs, bro, I'm still kind of like
nervous
when
sometimes.
If something goes, I'm like, let me gather myself real quick. You know, I'm
play,
thinking
like,
about
the first song.
Once I get started, it's over. Like once I catch that vibe, it's a wrap, bro. I'm tearing this.
Once
up.
you in your move grooving, you don't care who's watching.
It's over. It's over. They already know. So
Yeah.
if I know like before it's all kicking off and I start to see the crowd come and I'm starting to see people come and I'm like, man, I hope everything goes right. I hope I can move this crowd. I hope, but if they give me the energy, bro, I give it back. It's a wrap.
That's it. That's all you need.
It's a wrap, bro.
I
ain't worried about nothing. I'm in my zone. I'm good to go.
In the element, ready to work. Yeah,
definitely. But yeah, man. Is there anything that you want to let the people know, or what is something that people can do to help support what you're doing, or help get behind what you're doing, as far as changing the music you're trying to change, or your business, help support, get behind that? Or what are some things that people could do to help get behind you and let them know they rock with you?
Really is just get involved. That's simple. Get involved. Starting in January, like I told you, starting really next year, but January is going to start it off with the convention. There's going to be a lot of resources, a lot of events, and things I'm going to be doing, stuff especially for children. So I really want you guys to take advantage of opportunities that are available for adults.
You got to.
Because a lot of things that myself, Arthur Bell, and I got some other heads that are working on this, a lot of these opportunities are going to be for kids, period.
I like
you feel me?
That's
so
what it's about,
like
man.
the best thing you can do for yourself is get involved. You see the stuff coming, get involved. It starts in January with the convention. By April, I got the agriculture programs for the children that I want to start teaching about outdoors, teaching about the ecosystem, taking them fishing.
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's kids out here who have never fished, never caught a fish, and we wanna take a group. It'll be nice to take 25 kids, obviously, and parents will be more than happy to pay for their kids to be a part of something that's gonna keep them out of trouble, teach them how to survive, or just utilize some resources that's gonna help them in the long run. So. The agriculture programs, I'm going to do some life skills classes. There's a bunch of different stuff. Like you said, about the music, the music instruments and stuff. Finding a group of kids, let's say 25 kids that are interested, some interested in piano, providing resources and some type of classes and stuff so that, again, we can push them in the direction that they want to be. So next year, the best thing you guys can do from now to then, get your spot in line and be involved. That's the best thing you can do for yourself and for me.
100% agree. Yes, get involved, man. I like that. I love that stuff, man. The kids, bro. That's what it's all about. Like, not to sound cliche, but they're the future, bro. They're the ones that's gonna have to make these changes when we getting older and we pass on. You know, it's all in their hands. And if we plant that seed now, man, then they can make it that much better when they're in the position to help, or they're in the position to, teach the next generation, and like I always say, you plant that seed, man, you don't know how big it can go, or how much it can grow, and that's what it's all about, man.
No, I agree.
100%.
Those ideas alone sound amazing. Like
we just need more of it, huh?
idea.
Yeah,
when I went
that's
and
what
told
it's
the lady
about
at the,
too.
at
Getting
the Marriott
everybody.
Pyramid, she's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
It's the New Mexico Music Convention. Is this the first time?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, we need more stuff like this.
We do, because I don't remember anything like this coming up. Yeah.
Fishing, just something simple like that.
Like we didn't even
simple.
fish.
Yeah.
We were in the boat.
Really?
We were
So we gonna have to get. We're gonna have to get y'all out there with the kids.
Yeah.
Let the kids take
Yeah.
advantage of the opportunity. Y'all be, what do they call it? The
us know.
chaperones?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
The
got to,
chaperones?
man. I think I've been fishing one time,
Right.
one time in my life.
It
No,
so
twice.
relaxing?
I've
Could you
been
imagine
fishing
being a
twice
kid?
in my lifetime. That was it.
And even
Twice.
just taking the kids on the hike, teaching them about certain things.
Definitely.
About animals, a bunch of different stuff. You'd
Yeah.
be surprised what's out here. There's porcupines in the Rio Grande, in the Bosque.
That's crazy.
Bet you didn't know that, huh?
I did not know
There's
that.
porcupines. There's all
That's what's
kinds
up,
of
man.
life in this city you wouldn't even know it exists.
That's dope, man. And that's crazy because it reminds me of the Boy Scouts back in the day. I had a few friends in elementary school that were Boy Scouts, and they would always talk about that stuff. I'm not sure what they did, but they would always talk about the outdoors and stuff like that. And I'm like, it's kind of cool, but at the same time, I didn't have no one to kind of push me into no direction. Be like, are you interested? Or you want to go? So it's good that you're giving them that opportunity, at least the opportunity to come out and have it and have the chance to learn about that stuff. Because I feel like when I was coming up, if I thought it was far. It was far from me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, that sounds like it'd be cool, but in my head, I'm like, well, where am I going to do that?
Yeah.
Where am I going to find that person?
But if you even switch it to like people running it, looking like you guys. Oh, they look like me. I have to do that. Boy Scout leaders probably didn't look like kids like us.
Oh no.
Like.
Oh no.
So, like,
oh no.
We were
oh, no.
not like, oh, that's not for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like this kind of stuff, that's awesome.
Yeah.
To be like, oh yeah, I could do that. That sounds.
Facts. No, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah,
And
definitely.
all it's gonna do is just make the kids who are involved with these events and stuff just wonder when the next one is, when the next time. Because there's gonna be kids that are gonna come out that have problems, social problems, problems meeting new friends. Right. And when we encourage a friendly environment, a supportive environment, then kids are gonna be like, yo, I want to go back to one of those events because I like the kids that are over there. I make so many friends, or they develop so many skills.
Yeah.
You know. I'm excited for it. I'm
Yeah,
excited,
it
man.
sounds
I
dope.
just
Like I
learned
said,
how
I'm
to
there.
fix credit, bro.
Yeah,
So
see,
that's the
dope.
next thing. So there's classes I want to start offering, and like I said, teaching people the stuff that I've been learning the past 6-7 months.
Yes, sir. That's dope, bro.
Yes, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I don't know if you got anything to add, anything you want to chop it up about or bring up, bro.
That's about it. Like I
Hey.
said, the main deal I wanted to come down today was to, inform you guys of the brainstorming for the convention.
Yes.
Didn't want to spill too much or say too many names.
Yeah,
but as y'all
yeah.
see, DJ 48.
8-4?
8-4, my
Yes,
bad.
sir. Nah, you good.
He gonna be there doing the DJ. We gonna make
Yes,
sure the
sir.
entertainment's right. I got a couple of about 2 or 3 other heads putting in some work on
Doing
this.
it.
I'll give a little heads up. If you get the full experience with this convention, it comes with a care package. The care package is going to be a silver briefcase filled with a bunch of different physical and digital stuff for any musician to utilize for your craft.
That's what's up.
So y'all let that marinate. They gonna care package. Yep.
Ooh.
Only if you get the full experience at the convention do you get a care package, and there's gonna be a ceremony for the care package.
Okay.
So we want to do something special for each and every individual that invests in themselves.
Okay.
You get the full experience. Like I said, price is coming soon.
Yeah,
When you
yeah.
get the full experience, we're gonna take our time to make sure we dedicate and make each care package specific to that individual's needs.
That's what's up, man. Y'all look out for
Awesome.
that. That sounds
Yes.
like it's gonna be big.
So yeah.
Your boy's gonna be there. 8-4 gonna be there.
Gonna be
Oh,
there.
it's
We
gonna be
make sure
live.
he fed
Let's
and ready to go. That's
I'm
right.
with it. I'm
That's
with it,
right.
bro. I appreciate you coming through, man.
I appreciate y'all
chopping it up with us.
having me.
Oh yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
back again.
Oh
I'll be
yeah,
back again.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Yes, I
When the
appreciate
book
it.
drops,
Oh, yeah.
when you get it,
yes.
The book draw is probably not till early next
We're gonna
year.
do. We're gonna
I'm
do it.
finishing
We're
that
gonna
up
do
now.
it. Either the project or the book, whatever comes out
Whichever
first. You
comes
coming
first.
back.
Okay.
You coming back,
Either
bro.
way,
We're gonna
bro.
chop it up about
I'll be
that.
here, my man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
Yes,
y'all
sir.
having me.
Appreciate you coming through, man.
Yes.
Appreciate y'all tuning in. And until next time, peace. We out.
Hey, hey, hey.